too many cards. I'm not taking those. Let me get one at a time, please. Okay, so I guess this might not be a love reading after all. There's someone with the Seven of Pentacles coming out in the reverse. The success you thought you would have with the work you put in is unfortunately not coming in. There's a lot of delays when it comes to this. I'm hearing financial reward or just reward of value. Could be a love reading after all, because you put love into a relationship as well, right? With this King of Cups. Let's get some clarifiers though. So, because this King of Cups is usually a very emotionally balanced person. They have a full cup of love that they're willing to share with others. They're very diplomatic. They have a lot of compassion for others, but it's still not going forward. So could this be you have a crush and it's just not, it's like, okay, I'm seeing a situation. I thought this was going to be a work or career reading first because of the Pentacles, but when the King of Cups came out, and I love the King of Cups, that's who I would have a crush on if I ever did have a crush, which doesn't really happen like that. It kind of feels like you've put in a lot of work into this King of Cups, like hoping he appreciates your cup of love. He appreciates the efforts you're putting in to kind of let him know that you're into him, this King of Cups, or them. It doesn't really matter what gender. And they're just not getting the memo. They're just not hearing you. They're just not, the relationship is not progressing further. Okay. So, tip from Spirit. And I saw the Lovers in the deck. It didn't come out. You have certain insecurities connected to this relationship coming in. You don't know what's going on in another person's mind. You don't know how they express these thoughts. You might think you know everything, but you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Because the cards that came out here are very positive when it comes to the progression of this relationship. First of all, it's going to go quick. Once it clicks, it will click quickly. And also, you're going to be publicly recognized. So it's going to be a public relationship. You're going to be successful with your, you might be a divine masculine. Doesn't matter what gender you are. You just have could be like an Aries Venus, like you want to pursue someone, you want it to come quickly. But this person seems a little bit more watery in their energy. They might have had a crush on you longer than you on them. But the way they go about things is a little bit calmer. So all this self-doubt that you're experiencing, these are the 3 cards that came out, including the Moon in the reverse. All of the self-doubt you're experiencing, all of these insecurities when it comes to your crush that you're experiencing at the moment, they're just on the inside. It's like how can I say that? It's like raw without kind of molding it into something else. Emotions, very raw emotions are coming to the surface, very ego-based emotions. When it comes to that, you're not thinking with your head, you're thinking with your ego or whatever else you're thinking with. Just because release these fears connected to this crush. Let me see, because it's gonna work. Like what's meant for you is literally gonna be there for you. It's gonna be there. You're gonna complete this issue that you're dealing, like you're gonna deal with this issue that you're dealing with this crush, and you're going to accomplish a relationship with them. The words are coming out weirdly, so you might be nervous around this person, but just know that your wishes are gonna be fulfilled when it comes to the secret crush. Unfortunately though, okay, any pain, any negativity you are feeling right now, you have to move away from that. You have to heal parts of yourself first that are so impatient with this love coming in. You have to love yourself first, because once you love yourself, you don't really care about any other love coming out, like coming in from the outside. I think this is how this King of Cups operates. So focus on yourself at the moment. And I know it's really hard when you're so focused, when you're almost like you've marked someone, like you are connected at the soul with this person. It's hard to just focus on your own. But that is the advice that's coming through from your spirit guides, from Spirit. Just focus on yourself, pour into your own cup right now, because this King of Cups, your crush, is doing the very same thing. Could be the very reason you're so attracted to them, because what I'm feeling here is like almost a desperate kind of attraction towards a person. Yeah, okay, we have heartbreak coming out. What would you do if success was guaranteed, right? Right now, you might be feeling like shit. You might be feeling like, oh, this person doesn't love me. Why does no one ever like me? I do so much. I do that and that. Maybe pour into yourself. Maybe focus on yourself. Because as soon as you give a person a lot, you automatically expect something back. And when what they give you back isn't as good as what you gave them, or it doesn't cause them as much exhaustion as what you gave them, then it automatically feels like it's not good enough, or like they don't love you enough, or they don't, you feel betrayed, you feel heartbroken, you feel disappointed by that. But that's not something you should feel, not when your own cup is full, right? That's not something you should feel. That will make you more grateful for anything you get, but not too, I'm hearing, dependent on outer validation or whatever love. We have liquid courage coming out as well. That usually tells me that you find it easier to talk to this person when you're intoxicated, when you feel just more confident, right? I don't know why that doesn't feel good in this reading. Sometimes when I get this card, it's like, yeah, totally, you might meet this person at a party or whatever, but it doesn't feel good here. For some reason, and secret crush as well. So you have a secret crush on this person. This is usually the other way around, that your secret crush wants to talk to you through this reading, but it's you, and you want to take this serious. You want a serious relationship with them, but the way you're acting towards yourself is not very serious. If you were to be in a relationship, just a second. Sorry, I was disrupted again. I was just gonna say, if you were to be in a relationship with them, with your crush, the person you have a desperate crush on right now, you'd be really insecure, you'd be really jealous, because you put them on such a pedestal. You have to put yourself on the very same pedestal so you know that you're worthy of this relationship. Imagine you go out with them, and you doll yourself up, you look pretty, and you realize how beautiful they are. You walk next to them and you see people looking at your person. You're gonna start an argument when you get back home just because of your jealousy or your insecurity. Now switch that around. Imagine you love yourself. You are aware of how good you look. You're aware of that you met your match. You both look hella good walking around, power couple vibes. You go back home and you fall all over like your person, you kiss them, whatnot, because you're just so proud of the energy you have together outside. It's a completely different scenario, right? Even though you both went outside, you were just in your glory outside, but in the first scenario, your insecurities took over your character, and in the second scenario, your confidence took over your character. So right now, and your person seems like a very intuitive person. I didn't get any indicators that they're not interested in you at all. They might even know already that you're crushing on them, but it feels like they want you to be a little bit more confident, or your guides. Your person might not even think you're lacking confidence, but your guides, before they present to you an opportunity in which your love, this relationship, can blossom, they need you to up your confidence a little bit. You need to be confident in your power. You need to be convinced of yourself and in love with yourself if you want to have a healthy love relationship. Otherwise, you might get used and abused. You might be insecure. You might turn into an anxious attachment something, or an avoidant altogether. Either way, your attachment style is going to get weird. So right now, focus on your self-love. I want to get some more clarifiers, If you focus on your self-love and your confidence, you don't need courage, you know what I mean? Because rejection means nothing to you at that point. You know that rejection will mean divine protection or redirection. It won't break your heart the way you're fearing right now. Let's see. Surrender, let go, release, and give up, and patience. Exactly. Don't surrender to the transformation you're about to go through. Surrender to the confidence boost you're about to get, that you'll have to work on yourself. You'll have to pull that in. Release any fears, release any insecurities, because they're only going to stand in the way of this connection happening. And if this person is truly aware of what you're going through at the moment, then this is not someone that you should throw away so easily. This is someone who is supporting you in your development. This is someone who is willing to wait for you. They're almost investing in you. So don't let them down. Yee! This is so exciting. This is giving earth and fire energy.